This is the culmination, the peak and the final test of everything found during the last 3 episodes. It's all coming together in this video. After Gemma 4 release, I have been benchmarking it non-stop. I wanted it to replace my go-to local Qwen3.5 model. But then Qwen3.6 came out, and it stirred all the waters. I have these 3 very different coding challenges to aid me in selecting a local LLM. An internet speed monitor app, which is like a right to participate in the game. If the model can't pass this one, there's not much hope for it going forward. Then a tricky classical 90s Doomflame. A nuanced terminal app with ANSI graphics and a tricky algorithmic implementation. The previous Qwen3.5 struggled with it, but Gemma 4 just blew it out of the park. The result was so effortless and clean that it locked my attention on Gemma for the foreseeable future. But the third task turned out to be so difficult that neither Qwen3.5 nor Gemma 4 was able to crack it. And it revealed a critical trade-off in Gemma's sliding window attention architecture. I explained it in detail in the previous videos. I'll link it in the description below. It shows when the model has to understand large and convoluted context, exactly what this challenge requires. What is the challenge? I need a crawler for my LTE modem. Sounds trivial, but it isn't. My goal is to pull this real-time data from my mobile modem portal. I need to know the radio signal strength, and I want to automate retrieval of these metrics so I always know how good my connection really is. And though it looked to be trivial at first, it turned out to be a real nightmare and a rabbit hole for LLMs. Just about perfect for model's capability test. Da-da-da-dan! And the biggest issue with this Modem's portal is that the logic is hidden in thousands of lines of code in huge JavaScript files, which fills the context quickly and make the models hallucinate. So when I saw Gemma 4 failing this task, I created a memory quality benchmark, which you can find in those previous videos. And I ran it on MOE and dense variants of Gemma 4, Qwen3.5 and Qwen3.6. And based on those benchmark results, I believe that Qwen3.6 35B A3B should be able to implement this LTE modem crawler challenge. And given its efficient MOE architecture, it should be fast to run as well. So will this coding challenge reflect its memory recall benchmark? Let's figure it out. We really need to confirm that. Spoiler alert, it gets pretty amazing. Let's try to build LTE modem crawler with Qwen3.6 35B A3B Q4 weights. Let's load the model with 128K context size and Q8 KV cache to fit it into my 36GB memory MacBook. Note that even model distribution makes a difference here. And here I'm using lmstudio-community build as it performed slightly better in the benchmark. First, we ask the model to download client-side JS files. Having them on disk will help it to reverse engineer them efficiently. I wanted to try Z-Agent with this model, as I know it has a smart way to navigate large source files. Unfortunately, it hit a wall quickly. Qwen couldn't use Z's tools. Even curl didn't work. Oh well. So I switched back to OpenCode and ran the first prompt asking the model to figure out which JavaScript files exist and to download them. Even this is not that easy. Imagine if you had to find all these files on your own. We're at 25K context usage now, and Qwen3.6 35B is driving at speeds of 400 tokens per second for prefill and almost 40 tokens for generation. This is perfect, but as you'll see, it will get slower as context grows. Awesome, we have the source files now. Good job with the first step, Qwen. But then it started proactively reading them, as my initial prompt mentioned the login flow. But these files are nasty, they're minified, and with lots of boilerplate. And this service.js is huge, consumes all my context. It's nice how the model realized the file is large, but this is definitely a place to put human in the loop. Let's ask Qwen to beautify these minified JavaScript files and see how it handles that. I'm doing this in a new session, so the context is not polluted by the previous step details. Our goal is to make it easier for this LLM to understand the logic. It called JS Beautify command correctly, and now all 19 files are ready. Let's take a glance. Very good. Another good job, Qwen. And now comes the difficult part. We need to figure out how the login flow works from these Beautify.js files. This is a brutal real context recall test, at which Gemma 4.26b failed. Can this Qwen3.6 MOE model make it? We are also asking it to create the first version of the crawler that logs into the modem. I'm also tracking my total time spent. If Qwen clears this toughest challenge, I'll benchmark its time against Claude Sonnet on the same task. And I can't believe we're at a point where we're comparing a local model against the huge close proprietary ones. The progress has been insane lately. Note how Qwen is reading the files in chunks, as it progressively figures out how the login is done. And after those previous memory benchmarks, I believe it should be able to glue them into a coherent picture inside its memory. I really like how it's grabbing for keywords and then reading only certain lines. This is where beautification really helps too. Everything is very intentional so far, looks promising. We're now at a context size of 42,000 tokens and the speed of 300 tokens per second for prefill and 30 tokens for generation. Still very good. And here I noticed something strange. The model started curling for new JS files, which it didn't download in the first step, like this login.js. I decided to keep it tidy, interrupted execution, and prompted to download and beautify these missing files. It downloaded them, but decided to check and print them. Ooh. And here I hit my context limit, and compaction kicked in. Ugh. By the way, if you're enjoying this, leave a like and subscribe. After compaction, I reminded it about the missing files, and it quickly got them. And Qwen already had some code ready. It just didn't work yet. And with 10:44 p.m. at the clock, I thought I'll call it good for the day. But to my absolute astonishment, just before putting my MacBook to sleep, I saw Qwen print. Login works now! I couldn't believe my eyes. After 2 hours and 55 minutes of fan whooshing and free cogenerative heating for my studio, this A3B MOE model was able to connect the dots for the login flow. I had to continue. Will it figure out how to pull the radius strength metrics too? I committed the progress and excited woke up in the morning and remembered that I completely forgot to log Qwen's speed metrics to a CSV file. Here, that's better. Now we will see how speed changes depending on context usage. Time to prompt for the radius signal metrics. I sent the new request to Qwen. As I restarted the server in the morning, the Kiwi cache had to be rebuilt, which is slow. Check out a video on that in the description. The model was ready, and just after 5 minutes of figuring commands out, it started adding some code. I also noticed that it has internal knowledge about radio bands. It's really cool that such a specialized know-how fits into those 35 billion parameters. This reminds me of one Linux kernel project I was doing. The previous Qwen3.5 failed there, but maybe Qwen3.6 would do it? Let's check it in another video. 3 hours and 53 minutes spread across 2 days, and Qwen did it. It connected all the dots and created a script that extracts radio signal strength metrics from my modem. I quickly logged in manually and checked the numbers. They're fluctuating and they're correct. A few more prompts, and I tried the script myself. What a beauty! You did it, Qwen. So how is the source code? Actually, it's quite good. I was surprised by what I got. This Qwen3.6 model is way stronger than its predecessor Qwen3.5. I did ask for some polishing, and finally prompted to write a readme, so it knows the intricacies next time. Ask for a small change there, and hit compaction again. Time to call it here. By the way, when Gemma 4.26b failed this modem crawler task, I tried Claude Sonnet to see whether it's doable at all. And if I recall correctly, it took me about half a day too. The resulting source is similar in size. But you know what? I actually like the local implementation better. It turned out simpler. And what about performance? If there's one thing I wished for locally, is a faster prefill speed. Here's the performance data from day 2. The code actually holds up surprisingly well. That's the fast MOE and gated delta-net attention. But prefill at large context is where my M3 Max struggles. That's the time you wait before the first token is generated. Solve this bottleneck and you have one crazy model at your fingertips. Absolutely amazing how it managed to overcome this tricky challenge. Are you using Qwen3.6? Did you try it on complex coding tasks? Don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more. I wish you a great day and see you next time.